Stop, Callum! I'm not playing anymore, Callum.
This way, Mommy.
Hi guys, Weave here from Weave's Gaming, bringing you another video on another horror game called The Park. As some of you may remember, I did do a part on this on my old channel, but I never went back to it. Don't forget as well guys, you can find me on Facebook at Weave's Gaming, Instagram and Twitter at Weaves_gaming, and also on Twitch at Weave87UK for all you who like to watch live stuff like Rocket League and FIFA. Yeah, but let's get into this. Should not be any cause for alarm or psychiatry. Yeah, I really can't remember what happened last time I played this. I seem to remember a swan boat. And the swan's head, like, it was facing this way and then it slowly turned around and looked at me. I can remember that. That's all I can really remember.
In my heart and mind, I always return to Atlantic Island Park.
Where's Mr. Bear?
I haven't seen Mr. Bear, Callum. Stay in the car. I'll go and ask information.
Attention, patrons. The park is now closed. Please make your way to the car park at your earliest convenience. Employees prepare the park for shutdown.
Callum was born the day this place opened. This is his favorite place in the world.
Atlantic Island Park, a tribute to the untamed heart of Solomon Island and the people who used their talents to bring the dream of Nathaniel Winter to life. May this park be a place where joy and laughter are gathered and used to infect all of those who follow after. Dedicated this first day of May 1977, James B. Longley. Alrighty then. So if I remember rightly, this game revolves around a child going missing, your child, I think it's your son or your daughter, I think it's a son, and you play as the mother and you're running around the theme park after hours when it gets dark, and basically just loads of creepy stuff happens.
What?
Hey, Lorraine. Lorraine. Don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People lose things all the time. Take a deep breath and think about the last place you saw your son's teddy bear. Hey, stop! I think your boy just ran into the park. I'll unlock the gates for you.
Wait up there for Mommy, Callum.
Over here!
Callum, where are you going?
Come on, Mommy!
So this is just basically a pamphlet for the park. I don't think we need to read it. Oh, it's got all the points of interest. Like just telling you about all the rides and stuff. Yeah. If you want to read that, you can just pause the video and read it.
Wait for Mommy, Callum!
Over here!
There's something special about the entrance to an amusement park. A line drawn between the real world and the world of whimsy within. On this side, the apathy of our everyday lives. And on the other, anything we might dare to dream. It's no wonder Callum ran back inside. I wouldn't want to leave either.
Attention employees. the park is now closed. Have a safe journey home.
Callum, I told you to wait in the car.
It's pretty weird how it just changed into nighttime that fast, and like she's not even concerned.
Oh God. The park. What happened here? It's easy to get lost here.
Right. Oh, I can remember that Octotron from last time I played it as well on my old channel. Everything else, I can't remember none of that. I don't think I ever went to it.
Wait for Mommy! Stop, Callum!
You can't catch me.
How funny would it be if you could just catch him at the beginning of the game here, and then that's it, game just ends and you've completed it. Carrie Killian is Satan's whore. Okay then. Wait, who's Carrie Killian? That's not me, is it? No. No, that man called me Lorraine. Can I actually go in here? I don't know if I can go in here.
Hello?
Catch me, Mommy.
Stop! Callum!
Over here.
Callum?
Come on, this way.
Callum, where are you?
This way, Mommy.
I think this belongs to Callum.
Nice crepes, mate.
Chad the Chipmunk, huh? Just a
Chad the
drunk guy in a
Chipmunk
suit.
welcomes you to Atlantic Island Park. Chad can be seen in daily ice sculpting shows in the following locations: 11 AM Sideshow Alley, 1 PM the Octotron, 3 PM Park Entrance. Chad the Chipmunk, worst in class. Chad can't even seem to pass. Chad gets angry, likes to fight. Chad is beaten every night. Chad will have a dead-end job. Chad will die a useless slob. Okay then. Oh.
What's this?
Purchased the land on Solomon Island, for a pittance I might add. Whatever old Archie Henderson did to the locals, just the mention of his name had people slamming doors and locking shutters from the moment I arrived on the island. My lawyers had arranged everything in advance, but the realtor still had to come and deliver the keys to me personally. He took it upon himself to offer me another warning. I don't know what you're planning to do with this land, Mr. Winter, but the soil here is bitter with a curse carried from the old country. Old man Henderson, he did terrible dark things, the land remembers, sir. I dismissed him shortly afterwards, mostly amused by his pathetic attempts at warning me off. I have a great vision for this place, and the will to see that vision through to the very end. Atlantic Island Park, the name is perfect, and I cannot imagine it being anything else. This is the start of something amazing. Okay.
Callum, tell Mommy where you are.
This way.
Callum, come back here right now! Callum, stay where you are!
Is that him there?
Come on, Mommy.
This probably would be relaxing if you knew it went a horror game.
Near a great forest, there lived a poor woodcutter, his wife and his 2 children. A boy named Hansel and a girl named Gretel. They were very poor and had very little to bite or sup. "What will become of us?" the woodcutter asked his wife one night. "I tell you what, husband, we will take the children into the thickest part of the forest tomorrow and abandon them there." "No, my wife, I cannot do that," said the man. "Then we will all 4 starve, you fool." Hansel and Gretel overheard their parents talking, and Gretel began to weep. "Do not fret, Gretel," Hansel said. He crept out of the hut and gathered white stones from the ground to fill his pockets. The next morning, the woodcutter leads the children into the forest. Before they leave, their mother gives them a slice of bread and warns them that they will get no more food that day. Clever Hansel leaves a trail of white stones behind them as they pass into the woods. When their father leaves them, the children wait a while, then follow the trail back to their parents' house. After receiving a thorough scolding from their parents for getting lost in the woods, the children are sent to bed without any supper. Hansel tried to sneak out and collect more white stones, but found that the door was locked. "Tomorrow I will take them into the woods myself," the wife told the woodcutter. In the morning, their mother gave them a slice of bread and led them deep into the forest once again. Hansel broke his bread into pieces and left a trail of breadcrumbs to lead them safely home. But hungry-eyed birds snatched up the breadcrumbs and his trail was destroyed. Abandoned by their parents and unable to find the trail home, the children wandered in the forest for 3 days. The children stumbled into a clearing with an exceedingly strange house. Its walls were made of gingerbread, and its windows were panes of clear sugar. Hansel, desperately hungry, ran forward and began to nibble on the walls. "Nibble, nibble, little mouse. Who is nibbling at my house?" An old woman emerged from the house, sniffing the air and peering around with cloudy eyes. "Oh, you dear children, who brought you here? Just come in and stay with me. No harm will come to you." But Hansel and Gretel stayed back, for the old woman reminded them of their cruel mother. "Come, children, don't be afraid. I have something for you." The old woman offered them 2 enormous lollipops. The children took them and began to eat. "You see, nothing to fear here. Come inside," the old woman urged, and the children, still licking their sweets, followed. Once inside the house, the old woman changed. She stuffed Hansel into a cage and put Gretel to work, sweeping and cleaning her hut. "Your brother will make a good mouthful," the old witch told Gretel. "Once he is fattened up, I shall feast upon him." Time passed, and poor Hansel refused to eat. fearing the day that the witch would eat him. The witch, for her part, grew impatient. "Today I will cook and eat your brother, Gretel. Climb inside and light the oven." But Gretel pretended not to understand. "I do not know how. Where is the opening?" "Fool," the old witch said. "The opening is here." And she moved to show Gretel. Seizing her courage, brave Gretel gave the witch a shove, and the old crone tumbled forward into the oven. Gretel slid a large iron bolt over the door to the oven. Gretel freed her brother Hansel, and together they lit a fire beneath the oven. And though she screamed and begged, the children sat by the oven until her screams had stilled, and the witch was cooked. And then, because even children can't survive on sweets, they divided up the body of the old witch and ate her.
Lovely. Oh, I'm already off it.
Callum! Hansel and Gretel. I used to read it to Callum when the electricity was shut off. Those poor children. The whole world against them. The forest, the birds, the old witch, even their own parents. I used to imagine that Callum and I were the kids in that story. Not mother and son, but brother and sister, hand in hand against the unkind world. We were always hungry, looking for our own house made of candy, looking for the sweetness that could take the pain away. Hunger leads people to desperate, terrible places where the tree branches reach like claws.
Can we wrap this up now, woman? Your son's missing. I want to hear where he is.
Mommy needs to see you, Callum.
Creepy little bastard.
Come out, sweetie.
Catch me, Mommy.
Yeah, this place doesn't really look that safe with all the mountains and trees and like that looks like it's obviously going to be a place where he could drown. And instead of panicking and looking for him, she stood telling us a story about Hansel and Gretel. Like just reminiscing.
Where are you?
Over here.
Another accident. This place. Stop, Callum! I'm not playing anymore, Callum.
This way, Mommy.
Hell. I'm sure last time I played this game there was some kind of bear on this path that I found. Like a teddy bear. Could be wrong. Despite the constant interruptions to work, Atlantic Island Park will be opening on time. The governor is booked to cut the ribbon, so the only real question is whether we will have any customers. I'm not truly worried. Customers will come out of simple curiosity. I deduced what was needed from the banned writings of Archie Henderson. It's astonishing to think that a resonance of positive emotions can be used to fuel such a process. Henderson himself chose to use negative, and that caused some of the taint that still lingers in this place. I will not make his mistakes. Very soon I will know if this has all been for nothing. Okay. So I did remember correctly that there was a teddy. Not one that you can pick up. And I'm not sure if it's my son's teddy, but he's got something stuck in its head. Oh, it's like a knife. It's a bit dark to tell.
Mommy needs to see you, Callum. Mommy needs to see you, Callum. This old thing used to make the blood run to my head. Make me dizzy. The guy just snapped. Those poor kids.
Eyewitness report, Atlantic Island Park incident. Officer on duty, Sheriff F. Bannerman. Witness name, Norma Creed. Statement, we were waiting for our turn on the ride, Frank, me and the boys. This fellow in the chipmunk suit is making an ice carving while people took photographs. Lawrence wanted to go over to him, but I've always been a bit wary of those suits. They give me the creeps. It's silly, I know. Anyway, the chipmunk man, he was carving and picking away at the ice, and at first we thought he was making some animal, like a tiger or lion. But as more and more ice fell away, when you first looked, it was like a human face smiling out of that block of ice. But the more you looked at it, the more you saw that there was something not quite right about the proportions, something unnatural, that made your heart begin to beat just a little bit faster, like you were prey and that thing in the ice was a hunter. But then these teenagers walked up and one of them made a face at the carving and said something rude to the guy in the chipmunk suit, and then, well, he went berserk. For a few moments it was chaos. Everybody was running away from the guy who had one of the teenagers on the ground, and he was stabbing him with the ice pick, and blood was spraying and people were screaming, and Frank and I had the kids and we were dragging them away as fast as we could. And the last thing I saw before Frank dragged me away was that the eyeball of one of those poor kids had landed on the ice sculpture, making the horrible creature look more or less alive. Awesome! Sounds absolutely wonderful.
Wait for Mommy!
Mother Duck said quack, 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 quack.
Callum?
Oh.
I can't get on while it's moving.
I want to know how we're going faster if I'm not in control box. What the hell? Fucking Jesus. Somebody in control box. It's that creepy giant we've just seen. Bet he's not there now. Oh my god.
Callum? Where'd you go? Where are you?
Why is he not answering me anymore?
Don't hide from me, Callum.
Yeah, if you've not played this game yet, or you are planning on getting it, I highly recommend it, because they've kind of made it like surround sound. When you're wearing headphones, it sounds really cool, like you can pinpoint exactly where every sound's coming from, which is quite cool.
Come back.
I think it wants me to examine this before it'll progress further.
Oh, I remember this.
He looks like kind of little who'd run off as well, doesn't he? I don't know what she's doing with her face. Looks like she's gurning. Hey! What the f***'s that behind him? I've only just noticed that. It's that creepy thing. What? I don't think I even noticed that first time I played this game either. That is so creepy. Right. Let's see.
Treachery hides in thoughts. Treachery that lashes like a whip and scars our insides. The first time I saw Callum, my thoughts betrayed me. I looked down at this wrinkled, red, bawling thing and I thought, is that it? We build our world from expectations, and the world that I had built for Callum was no different. He was so real, so there, and so far from my expectations. And they shattered, and as they fell in pieces, that one treacherous thought became a new foundation. All of the love that we shared, all of the warmth and goodness that followed, built on a single, traitorous thought. Callum! Where did you go?
This way, Mommy.
Come back, Callum.
I thought working in the park for a summer would be a lot of fun, but the end of season here really drags. There aren't that many tourists around, and so most of the staff spend their days standing around gossiping. And most of that gossip is about Chad. I mean Steve. See? Even I'm starting to call him Chad, and I went to school with the guy. It's that goddamn suit. In the beginning it was a laugh. Steve the local lush as Chad the chipmunk. Child-friendly mascot at Atlantic Island Park. Lock up your daughters and all of that. But the more he wears that suit, the weirder Steve is getting. At first it was little things, like refusing to change out of the suit at work and taking it home with him every day. But then I saw him at Susie's diner, still wearing it, and it wasn't even a work day. Some of the staff complained discreetly to the park management about the smell, and I saw him walking and talking with Mr. Winter, the owner, one day, but nothing seems to have changed. The suit still smells like a carcass whenever Steve walks by, and apparently Steve has picked up some new skills since last time I saw him puking up in a gutter outside the Psych Oil station, because he sure as hell can carve a mean ice sculpture. Those shapes he makes in the ice though, they give me the creeps. Steve came by the booth today, lucky me, and he just hung around for a while. I couldn't really tell because of the suit, but it seemed like he was just staring at me, sizing me up, eye-fucking me, whatever he was doing. I asked him what he wanted and he just stood there not saying anything. Eventually I called my supervisor, and when he came by, Chad, Steve, wandered off. My supervisor told me to put everything in writing, so here it is. Also, I quit. I don't want to see that chipmunk suit ever again. Laura Henman. Okay, Steve's a bit of a creep. Ah! No! Woo! Jesus Christ, man.
Where are you?
So what's this Chad thing got to do with this weirdo in this top hat? Maybe the guy in the top hat is Mr. Winters. Maybe.
Callum, stay where you are. Callum!
Catch me, Mommy.
Hello?
Where is it?
Wait, Callum!
Over here.
Over where?
Come to Mommy, Callum.
You can't catch me.
Right, it just saved. So I'm going to end part 1 here. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to give me a like on Facebook at Weaves Gaming. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. That's where I'll be making all the announcements on giveaways and competitions and Q&As, whatnot. And yeah, Twitch has not really taken off yet. I'm not really using it as often as I will be in the future, but I did play some Rocket League last week on it. So yeah, what I usually do is just play some Rocket League, a bit of FIFA. I play some music on Spotify, so that's streaming, and then I have all the bar showing you what songs playing and stuff like that. But yeah, that's always there if you just like watching stuff live. I also archive all my past broadcasts, so if you're not available when I am live, you can still watch them later. And yeah, leave a like on the video if you like this video. Dislike if you disliked it, and I'll see you in the next part, where we continue going through this creepy park. See you there.